Good morning, students. Welcome to class 12 biology class. Now we are starting unit 2nd, chapter 6, molecular basis of inheritance. In chapter 5, we have read principle of inheritance. In previous chapter, we have read that the chromosomes or carrier of genes are hereditary characters which are composed of two macromolecules called proteins and nucleic acid. Nucleic acids may be DNA or RNA. In most of the animals and plants, DNA is the genetic material except some plant viruses and cancer virus or retrovirus. Nucleic acid were discovered by Friedrich Mises in 1869 from the nucleus of pus cells. Pus cells are the WBC cells. He called it as nuclein as it was obtained from the nucleus. Ortmann 1899 called it as nucleic acids because of its acidic properties. Later on, it was found that this nucleic acid is responsible for the transmission of hereditary characters from one generation to the next generations. Therefore, it is known as the genetic materials, or it is called as genetic material. Characteristics of a genetic material. And genetic materials have contained some special characteristics on account of their structural complexity. Proteins were considered to be the hereditary material for a very long time until experiments were conducted to prove that nucleic acid function as hereditary or genetic materials. Scientists have established that genetic material responsible for heritable traits should possess following characteristic features, like genetic material is essentially found in all the living beings. It should be replicated itself to form its carbon copy. It should be inherited by offsprings. Genetic material acts as carrier of genetic information in order to program the function of cells. It should be mutable and change should be stably inherited by offsprings to allow evolution and adaptation in the organism. Genetic material stores genetic information in coded form for the control of biological function of the cells. It expresses coded information in the offsprings. It expresses itself through formation of specific proteins by transcription and translations. Transcription is the formation of messenger RNA from DNA is called transcriptions, and formation of protein from messenger RNA is called translations. For the search of genetic material, many experiments have been conducted by scientists time to time. Search of DNA as genetic material. DNA as genetic material. For many years, there was considerable disagreement among scientists as to three macromolecules: protein, DNA, and RNA. Out of these three macromolecules, which is the genetic materials or carrier of characters from one generation to other generations? During 1940s and early 1950s, several experiments were carried out which established that the genetic information resides in the nucleic acids but not in the proteins. More especially, these experiments showed that the genetic information resides in DNA in all the eukaryotic and prokaryotic cells except few plant viruses and cancer viruses, in which RNA carries the genetic information because of absence of DNA. In most of the animal and plant cells, DNA acts as genetic material. Evidences in support of DNA are evidences which support DNA as genetic materials. Direct evidences and evidence from experiments. Direct evidences are DNA is found in all the living beings. All the somatic cells of body of a species contain equal amount of DNA, and all gametic or reproductive cells contain half of amount of DNA found in somatic cells. DNA is capable of self-duplications or replications. The copies of DNA are spatially distributed to the daughter cells during mitosis. DNA expresses itself by transcription and translations. DNA formats copy or information coded in DNA molecules is transcribed as messenger RNA, and messenger RNA translates the protein molecules. Any change in composition of DNA result in the mutation which are transmitted to daughter cells. DNA is able to repair when damaged due to any region to preserve the genetic information. These direct evidences show that DNA is a genetic material in most of the living beings. Experimental evidences. Two most important experimental evidences proved by scientists that DNA is genetic material is the transformations or Griffith's experiments and transduction experiment or Hershey and Chase or Blender's experiment. Transformation of Griffith's experiment. Transformation or Griffith's experiment. Transformation or Griffith's experiments. By this experiments, Griffith has experimentally proved that when a non-virulent variety of bacteria come in contact or injected with the fluid of virulent variety, the non-virulent variety is also transformed into the virulent varieties. First direct evidence showing that the genetic material is DNA, published by O.T. Avery, C.M. MacLeod and M. McCarthy in 1944. They demonstrated that the component responsible for the phenomena of transformation in the bacteria Diplococcus pneumoniae, which spread pneumonia disease in mammals, is DNA. Transformation is a mode of exchange or transfer of genetic information between organisms or from one organism to another. It does not involve mediation by any vector. Phenomena of transformation was discovered by Frederick Griffith in 1928 after working with Diplococcus pneumoniae, responsible for causing pneumonia in mammals. Diplococcus exhibits genetic variability that can be recognized by the existing phenotypes. Two phenotypic characters are demonstrated by Griffith: the presence or absence of a surrounding polysaccharide capsule and the type of capsule, that is the specific molecular composition of polysaccharide present in the capsule. On the basis of these findings, Griffith has recognized two strains of Diplococcus pneumoniae, bacterium with smooth colonies or S type. Two type of Diplococcus bacteria was discovered, S type and R type or rough type. S bacterium produce a smooth colony. There are encapsulated capsule made up of polysaccharides on culture medium and are quite pathogenic to most mammals, causing pneumonia in human beings. It is also called as virulent strain. Or yes, third type. It has a capacity to mutate a non-pathogenic form that has no polysaccharide capsules or R type into yes, third types. The R type bacterium form a small rough surface colony on culture medium. These bacterium are unable to cause any disease, hence are called non-virulent strains or R second. The polysaccharide capsule is required for virulence since it protects the bacterium cells against phagocytosis by leukocytes. Griffith tested the virulence of two strains of Diplococcus in the following steps. First, he introduced R second type or non-virulent bacteria in mice. Mice did not develop pneumonia and survived. First, he introduced R type of bacteria into mice body. Mice don't show any symptom of pneumonia and he survived healthy. In second, he introduced yes, third type or virulent mice. Virulent bacteria in the mice. Mice develop pneumonia and finally died. And in third experiments, heat killed yes, third type of bacteria where yes, third type of bacteria killed by heat were injected into mice. They did not suffer from pneumonia and survived. In fourth experiments, heat killed yes, third type of bacteria are injected with living or second type. Killed yes, third type along with living or second type, injected the mixture into mice. Mice develop pneumonia and become died. From the blood of infected mice, living yes, third type or virulent type of bacteria is observed or isolated. From the above observation, Griffith concluded that something from the dead virulent type of bacteria or S third type transferred to living or second or non-virulent type of bacteria and transformed into non-virulent into virulent type. This phenomenon was called transformation by Griffith. This experiment demonstrated an important effect but did not identify the chemical involved in transforming R second type of bacteria into S third type. Means the Griffith cannot calculate that the materials which convert non-virulent type or R second type of bacteria into S third type or virulent type of bacteria is DNA or some other factors. By testing the blood of dead mice, it was found that this blood contained both R second and S third type bacterium. From these results, Griffith concluded that the presence of heat killed S third bacteria or transforming principle must convert living type R second bacteria to type S3. So as to restore to them capacity for capsule formation. They had earlier lost by gene mutation. This was called Griffith effect, or more popularly bacterial transformations. Identification of transforming principle of substance. Griffith could not explain that what component of the cell extract was responsible for transformation of non-virulent bacteria into virulent type. In 1944, Avery, McLeod and McCarthy repeated the experiment of Griffith and showed that if highly purified DNA from S3 type Diplococcus pneumoniae was present with R2 type bacterium, some of the Diplococcus were transformed to S3 type. To prove this statement, they obtained DNA extract of virulent strain or S3 type and allowed to penetrate the cell of recipients of non-virulent type or second type. They found that recipient strains or R2 type develop certain character of the donor strain or S3 type. When transformed cells were cultured, they remained capsulated and extract prepared from them had the same transforming ability as those of the original capsulated strains. Thus, it became proved from the experiment DNA is the principal genetic material. Second is Hersey and Chase. Experiment or transduction experiment. Additional direct evidence indicating that DNA is a genetic material was provided by A.B. Hersey, 1969 Nobel Prize winner, and M. Chase in 1952. They conducted an experiment with T2 bacteriophage, the virus which kills the bacteria are called bacteriophage. This virus has a hexagonal head containing DNA, cylindrical hollow tail, and 6 peg or tail fibers. DNA is the only phosphorus containing substance in the bacteriophage. The protein code contain amino acids, cysteine and methionine, have the only sulfur atoms. The basis for Hersey and Chase experiment is that DNA contains phosphorus but no sulfur, whereas protein contains sulfur but no phosphorus. It was controversy, protein is the genetic material or DNA. To show this, they have taken protein and DNA both. Here DNA contains phosphorus but no sulfur, whereas protein contains sulfur but no phosphorus. In this experiment, Hersey and Chase labeled DNA of bacteriophage with radioactive isotope of phosphorus in place of normal phosphorus, and he also labeled protein with radioactive isotope of sulfur in place of normal sulfur by growing them in a culture medium containing radioisotope of 32 phosphorus and 35 sulfur. For this, they cultured host bacterium E. coli in a medium containing radioisotope of phosphorus and sulfur. In both experiments, E. coli bacterium were infected with bacteriophage until the lysis of host cell. The bacteriophages liberated from E. coli grown in isotopic phosphorus medium incorporated with isotopic phosphorus in their DNA, and those which were liberated from 30s incorporated or isotopic sulfur incorporated, they have isotopic sulfur in their protein covering. Hershey and Chase separated the radioactive phages by centrifugations and allowed these phages to infect new E. coli cells growing as normal culture medium. The infected bacteria were immediately agitated in a bearing blender. After shaking, only radioactive 32 phosphorus was found associated with bacterial cells and 35 sulfur was found only in surrounding medium and not in the bacterial cells. The progeny phase particles obtained after lysis of these E. coli cells also contained isotopic phosphorus. This clearly showed that the isotopic phosphorus present in phage DNA is injected into E. coli and is finally transmitted to progeny phages, and that DNA is transmitted from one generation to the next. Almost all the proteins are left outside the E. coli cells during infections, and that proteins are not transmitted from one phase to or one phase generation to other phase generations. Thus, Hershey and Chase experiments clearly showed that DNA of bacteriophage is transmitted from one generation to the next, while protein is not transmitted. Therefore, it is become proved that at least in T2 bacteriophage, DNA is the sole genetic material. However, in some viruses, instead of DNA, RNA serve as the genetic material. For example, TMV, tobacco mosaic virus, influenza virus, polio virus, etc. These findings led to the universal acceptance of DNA as genetic material in all eukaryotes and most prokaryotic cells. Now we have to discuss about deoxyribonucleic acids or DNA.